Today, in the city of Lucky Heights, the Youth Z program is having an activity day, like they do almost every Friday.
Lyle is gonna try and pull them both aside. I don't know if this has come across to you guys, but doesn't it kind of seem like Hypertide isn't very popular?
He's just kind of chill and just kind of lets everything happen, do what they do.
Yeah.
Every single person we've run into has had some kind of strained relationship or grudge with the guy, you know?
Okay, well, it's kind of just a thing that happens when you become a hero. You start to notice more negativity than positivity.
Everyone has a very healthy fear/respect for my family.
Yeah, well, you're not in your family anymore, so you're not hiding behind your mama's cloak.
One of the team members from Team F is arguing with members from Team B and H. She's like, they were totally teaming. Bobby's like, relax, Zodiac, can't handle a little water? She bumps shoulders with Poncho. You see Poncho's chill expression turn to one of fury, identical to what is on Zodiac's face. And you watch Poncho reach out and grab the shirt of the Team H member standing next to Bobby, and there's a blur of colors. And all of a sudden, that kid is gone, and Poncho looks just a little bit different.
Lyle walks up, and as he does, you guys start to see, like, the hair on his arms start to, like, grow and thicken, and his nails kind of get longer and sharper, and you realize that, like, every time he's been activating his superpowers, you haven't been able to see this because he's been wearing a full-body suit. And he's like, I need you to split right now, or I'm going to pull you apart, man.
That's such an unthreatening way to say it.
Yeah,
I think that's more of a growl.
Yeah.
Hey man, if you don't split apart now, I'm gonna do it for you.
Yeah.
Finger guns.
I can take it again if you want.
Yeah. Let's
more
roll.
again.
Rewind the tape. Do it again.
Look, if you don't split apart, I'm going to pull you apart.
I'm not content, but all right.
I was gonna be like, I felt like you could do better, but okay.
Really wanted some growling in there.
I'm not gonna do the whole rigmarole. I'm tired.
You better split apart or I'm going to pull you apart.
Yeah, sure, maybe. That could possibly be the...
I don't know. What are you doing? Are you unleashing your powers? Are you...
I guess this would be directly engage a threat.
Alright.
Yeah? Rolling plus danger, and I got a 9.
Nice. You impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I was literally trying to frighten them.
Mm-hmm.
And he is just walking up with these, like, clawed arms, and just like, you know what? I'm gonna take the bad line read from earlier.
Yeah.
And he is staring them dead in the eyes, like, completely emotionless, and just, like, his voice is weirdly friendly as he walks up with these, like, claw arms.
Oh, God.
And he's just, like, he's walking towards them with this blank expression, just, like, totally casual.
Alright.
Oh, Bree actually kind of, like, wedges between them.
And they mark afraid, and in an attempt to get rid of that mark, they are going to lash out without thought of a threat. So you are going to take a powerful blow. However, at this point, this villain is stronger than you.
Yes, I get to never give up, never surrender. That move I took at the very beginning and I thought would be super handy and use all the time.
It will be.
And
We've
it's
only
in
gotten
fact-
3 episodes in.
Yeah. Yay, that's a 10.
Nice. On a 10.
Okay.
You stand strong and
That's
choose one of
lovely.
the options.
I think this is great because it works really narratively with where he's at right now, but also because for his level up, he's going to gain his invincibility superpower. So, if they, like, swing an arm at me, you get an opportunity or opening against your attacker. I think he just catches the hands.
Alright, yeah, but here's the thing. Poncho isn't swinging at you.
Okay. I think he just, like, blows through it. Get an opportunity or opening against your attacker.
I'm gonna explain what Poncho is doing. So Poncho turns towards you as you make this threatening approach, and Poncho kind of raises their hands. It's not the same fist movement that they were doing before. This is Bobby's move. They raise their hands and they kind of levitate a little bit off the ground, but then they bring their hands into a fist and bring them in front of them, and it's like Kid Nova's burst, but it's contained, and they push it towards you. But your senses are heightened and you are ready for this. So you duck out of the way, and while they are focused on their attack, doing its out and then in, you make your move. You get your opportunity or opening against your attacker.
This is perfect. If they're levitating, he grabs them by their leg and slams them down into the ground.
Oh!
Buddy!
He's just pulling them down.
Alright.
A little aggressively, but like he's not like trying to knock them unconscious. He's just like, nope.
Alright.
Okay, I was thinking like the Hulk swinging over
No.
the head type thing.
He's not like full on like leaving a crater, but he is like he's pushing them down onto the ground. Basically,
is that a directly engage, or is that just a thing you can do?
It's something I get with Never Give Up, Never Surrender. I get to create an opening, and the opening is they are flat on their back now.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, they are on their back.
You're not making a lot of good decisions right now, man.
What do you guys do?
If you guys don't do anything, he's definitely going to do something.
Yeah, he's like ready to roll over and push himself back up. Like, what are you gonna do?
I imagine Nari is going to try. This is unleash the power and like lock him down, like hold him down.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Do it.
You're just helping Lyle's terrible plan.
Well, he's hurting people. That's the problem. And Nari.
Lyle is currently at the opinion of maybe I can pull them apart. I don't know how his power works.
No, she's also gonna keep them in the place. You can't pull apart someone if they're like, you can't like.
He's gonna just start tugging on arms.
Yeah, she's locking them down to the ground.
Yep. So you can, you can.
I'm doing unleash powers. Please be a good roll. That's a 9.
9. Cool. But you can also, if you wanted to make it a 10+, you could spend your 2 burn.
You know what? I'm gonna do that because I kinda.
Now's a good time to succeed.
Yeah, I kinda need this. So my burner's gone. I got
Go big or go home.
Yeah. So. Yeah, you unleash your powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, extend your senses. She's gonna be heckin' locking Poncho down to the ground, man.
Alright, yeah. I'm gonna say you do that, and they are going to mark hopeless.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Oof.
Is anyone else going to do anything?
Lyle, kneels down next to their face and looks at them and goes like, so how does your power work? Could I pull Bobby and Kid Nova out of there? Can I just start, tugging? Will you come apart, or is it a little bit more permanent than that?
I don't think that's how it works.
I don't either.
Not if I can pull the kids out. Shake your head if I can.
Poncho does not seem to even, really be coherent at the moment, so...
Lyle is going to start gingerly tugging on one arm.
Bree looks at Lyle's like, please don't take that too far. I will be right back.
Oh no, I'll be careful.
And she actually goes over to Zodiac.
Yeah.
And she's like, what happened?
Are you just walking away in the middle of this?
Well, he's being held down and Lyle's on top of it, so if he gets out, Lyle's there.
Alright.
Nari and Lyle are both keeping him on the ground.
Yeah,
so.
no, that's their deal right now.
And currently we're kind of informationless. We don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Alright, so you go up to Zodiac.
We could also spend a team if we wanna really make sure the person's on the ground.
My reasoning is that this all happened because Zodiac bumped shoulders with him. So if we can somehow get Zodiac to stop this...
Yeah, what do you say? You go up to Zodiac, and what do you say?
What is your power? How did this happen?
I'm sorry, I was just so angry. I didn't mean to...
I know, it's okay, it's okay. We're not mad at you.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be so much trouble.
I mean, I am a little bit. You need to be a lot more responsible with your powers.
Dude, shut up. Shut up.
And while this is happening, Nari, you can feel Poncho fighting back against your telekinesis with their telekinesis.
Yes.
Or with Bobby's telekinesis, basically.
Hurry it up!
Dude, cut it out. I will knock you out, man.
Not gonna lie, that sounds like a good idea.
Can I don't know if this would be a provoke or comfort, but I feel like if we could somehow make it a mix of both, that would be great. Because Bree's just like, look, we're not mad at you. It was all an accident. It was supposed to be a game, and things got out of hand. We get it. We just really need to find a way to make all this better.
My powers, people just take on my emotions, and I'm so sorry. And just don't touch me, all right?
If your powers are to give others your emotions, then give him a different emotion.
What emotion would that be? It's only gonna make things worse.
Well, you're scared.
Make him feel really sorry for freaking out and attacking teammates.
You feel bad right now. You feel guilty, and I'm sure if you give that to him, it'll help for him to understand what is happening.
All right. I would like you to, I'd say provoke someone.
Okay.
This person is definitely susceptible to your words right now.
Haha, that's a 12.
Nice.
Nice.
They do it.
They do that thing you said.
Yeah.
Bree takes her hand and walks her over.
Oh, you take her hand. Take the condition, afraid.
That's okay. Bree understands. She's not mad. She gets it. Afraid now, but still takes her hand and gently walks her over.
And Zodiac kind of, like, goes up and just, like, reaches out and kind of touches Poncho's forehead with the tip of her finger. And actually, oof. What happens if you mark condition twice?
I think it automatically has to go towards a different condition, from what I read, yeah.
Alright, so yeah. Because they should have marked guilty, but you already have guilty, so like... but yeah, they are going to inflict guilty on Poncho, however, because Poncho is already guilty, that means they have been defeated.
Yeah.
And Poncho, like, he doesn't look angry, but he looks really hurt in both emotionally and physically.
Makes sense.
As this new emotion comes over him. And there is a blur of color underneath you, Timberwolf. I suggest you back up. As Poncho separates back into himself, Bobby, and Kid Nova. And Poncho is lying there on the ground, and like he's very just drained, and you can tell it in his face as he kind of like rolls over, and he doesn't even push himself up. But Bobby and Kid Nova jump to their feet and back off from Poncho with horrified expressions.
Nari's going to let go now because, of her power on Poncho.
Yeah.
Timberwolf kind of sits down next to Poncho and pats Poncho's chest. And he's like, you okay?
Oh man, why did that happen?
You got mind freaked, man.
This is literally the chillest I have ever heard Lyle say anything, like ever.
You got mind freaked.
And now that the like problem is taken care of, the other advisors that were kind of just making sure everyone stayed back and out of the fight, so nobody, like, no more people got hurt in Crossfire, because they always try, have one team deal with it, otherwise you're gonna have issues. Yeah, but they all run up, and Zodiac turns to their advisor, Mr. Halliday, and they look terrified.
I feel like Nari would probably just be like, please, like, this is from Nari would say because she understands what it's like to lose control. Please just, it was an accident, and everyone is maybe not perfectly okay, but everyone's able to walk, everyone's able to talk, and we're all good.
No one was physically hurt. Maybe not emotionally, but physically everyone's fine.
No one was physically harmed, and it was a complete accident. Please take it easy. She's like asking Mr. Halliday, like, as she sees Zodiac.
Yeah. He kind of nods, and he takes Zodiac by the well, he can't actually, never mind. He doesn't. He doesn't touch Zodiac, but he kind of leads her away, and he's like, we'll deal with it, don't worry. And Mr. Birch is like, all right, everybody, that's gonna be the end of today. Just, we'll see you Monday. And Miss Shepherd goes up to you three, as Miss Riverdale helps Poncho to his feet. Mrs. Shepherd comes up to you, and she's like,
Since Lyle is there, he wants to also help up Poncho.
yeah, you and Miss Riverdale help up Poncho, and Miss Riverdale is like, don't worry about it. We'll make sure that Poncho is feeling okay, alright? We'll make sure he has a full evaluation and that he's not hurt at all. And if he needs medical attention, we'll take care of it. And she's like assuring you. And Mr. Shepherd comes up to you three, and she's like, can you guys come to my office with me? And she leads you off the park, because the park is right next to the community center, and she leads you into her office, and she's like, that was very well done. That was amazing. You three worked really well. I don't think I've seen a more tight-knit team, except for maybe Poncho and Dreamer sometimes, but
That's saying something, considering that we weren't exactly working best at the moment. Bree just kind of like stares off to the side sadly.
your level-headedness was just so inspiring in that moment. The way you guys just talk to him and you try to manage the situation. And I would like... She's gonna use her influence over you guys.
Oh no!
Oh,
And
That thing I want to
you all
resist.
get to shift up Superior.
oh.
And I guess Danger down and Superior up.
I think Lyle wants to resist that.
Alright.
A thing he has -2 to right now.
Because you got your conditions, so...
Mostly because he doesn't believe that the team is working well, because he doesn't think his team is good, and mechanically, he doesn't want to be less dangerous. Okay.
Nari wants to be less dangerous. That's her whole deal. She does not want to hurt people.
Bree isn't really good at being dangerous anyway, so.
Well, no, don't even worry about it.
What'd you get?
I failed.
Oh no!
Oh
So
no!
you take that, not superior, savior.
Oh.
Savior?
My savior
Yeah.
goes back
Can
up.
you get a +3?
No, my savior went
Uh,
down earlier when you made him sad.
So does it affect our superior
but
or our savior?
Your guys' savior goes up and your danger goes down.
Okay, you said
Oh, okay.
superior.
Oh, did I? I meant savior.
Yeah. Okay.
So can I have a +3 on it?
Yeah, you can have up to a +3. You can't get higher though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, I've got a +3 in Savior.
Yeah, and she's saying this, and she's like, "Wow, that was quite the day. It seems Poncho was more than we knew about. He may end up being more of a Type S. I'm surprised. I am also a little concerned about him, but there's certain powers that just can't be controlled, and that kind of ability seems, well, it's definitely going to have to be evaluated, but suppose that's not much for you guys to worry about. You guys did great."
Are Bobby and Kid Nova okay?
I'm not sure. I can say that if they are hurt in any way, it's going to show badly on Poncho's record. And Zodiac's as well. It seems that both of them were causes of this, and
I would definitely say that Bobby and Zodiac were the main causes of this outbreak, and frankly, Zodiac should be expected more so than Bobby.
why Bobby?
She didn't mean to.
No, she did not mean to, but that is a dangerous power.
Bobby did, though.
That is a dangerous power, and she needs to learn to control it better.
Sometimes things happen with your emotions, and it's hard to control.
Absolutely.
It's not-
What exactly happened out there? Why are you suspecting?
She went out of her way to touch someone when she knows that physical contact alters emotions. She also
No, she didn't.
being
No, she didn't.
She accidentally bumped him as she turned around.
it wasn't DM real quick. It wasn't accidental, right? She like shoulder checked him.
I can't give you that answer.
I'm pretty sure it was a shoulder check. Yeah.
Well, that's why she was freaking out, because she didn't expect it to happen. So that means it was an accident.
Yeah. Lyle is going to say like it was an accident, but still you need to be careful with these things.
Another thing is she was angry because she had been targeted, like specifically by someone who had great control of their power and was using it against her.
Oh no, I'm not saying Bobby gets out of this either. I'm getting to that also.
Well, I suppose we'll have to take that into consideration. However, if strikes are handed out, it will likely be on Zodiac and Poncho. I'm sorry about this.
Can I ask to have someone lose influence over me? How does that work?
Not lose influence. All adults, NPCs get influence over you.
Yeah, Lyle is kind of shook by the fact that they didn't really do a whole lot to help out. He feels that the adults should have been a bigger part of handling that situation.
To be fair, these are normal, non-superpowered
Oh,
adults.
never mind then. If they're just, I thought they were also, okay, if they're just normal people, he's like, nah, it's cool.
He's like, we Gucci. We Gucci.
Yeah, no, none of the advisors have superpowers.
Okay, then yeah,
Yikes.
it's fine. If anything, he thinks that they handled it as best as they could, and they gain influence because he's impressed with them being like, let's not act like we have any say over this.
Yeah. And so Mr. Shepard is like, I mean, I don't know. Has anyone really explained the strike system to you guys?
Not really.
I'm getting an idea.
If a person gets 3 strikes, they are deemed as unable to be what's a good word for this? Reassociated, reintegrated into society. They will be classified as a menace, possibly a typo villain, just so the police know to keep an eye on them if they stir up any trouble in the future, but they will be kicked out of the Youth Z program. And it's sad, but I don't know if I should be telling you guys this, but I feel like you guys are very concerned about the other teams, and I adore your sentiments towards them and your concern. I adore your concern for them. And so I'm going to tell you this. We are working on a new program that could help and make this whole 3-strike system not needed anymore. I can't say much about it. It's still in the approval stages. But I am just hoping that before any more members of UC get 3 strikes, that we can have this done so we don't have to classify them as villains. And I'm sorry, but it's just the way that the city council has set this up. And I'm just hoping for the best that this new program will be approved, and we'll find out.
And you can't tell us about what the new program is?
Not until it's approved. I'm sorry about that. It's one of those city things. If I tell you one thing and then they change around like the specs of it, it could just be a mess in the lawyer sense. But I like I said, don't tell anyone I tell you this, but I just felt like you might find it comforting to know that there's not much danger of if another student gets a strike now, in the future, it may not mean much.
Could Lyle roll to pierce the mask?
Absolutely.
Neat. 7.
Cool, ask one.
What do you intend to do?
Alright, so do you ask that straight up, or is there another way you're gonna phrase that too?
Because she already said I can't tell you actually what we're doing, but like...
But you can convince her with the pierce the mask.
Okay,
right?
then yeah, he's like... to be honest, I would love to hear more about your replacement system.
Alright, maybe I'll just give you the basics. It's going to be a new program where instead of having the Youth Z program be for delinquent kids, it will be for more superheroes in general, and they can use each other as a support, and there will be a lot of therapy and counseling involved to help people control their powers better.
Oh, that'd be way better.
I know, right? But it involves a lot of training. We need to have people who can be certified to do this kind of thing and to document people's powers. And there's going to be a lot of privacy rights involved. So it's a little touchy, but I do believe that this will be the best for Lucky Heights.
Timberwolf visibly relaxes. He was getting kind of tense with what she was sounding super ominous. Was that just me?
She was sounding super
Oh my
sketch.
gosh.
Like, Nari feels a lot...
Really?
Like, Nari feels a lot more...
I was fine with it.
Oh, yeah. I was expecting, like mind control like power dampening
What?
collars or something.
Yeah, Nari was
Yikes.
getting... Because Nari has been, like... The reason she's in, like, the Youth Z program is because she had trouble controlling her powers and caused, like... Basically, yeah, and so when she was hearing that, she was getting panicked, and then it was like, oh, we're actually going to focus on helping people. She, like, she's like, oh, thank God, kind of look.
I mean,
So-
I guess it makes sense for Bree to completely understand from the beginning
For
that
a
they didn't mean
moment.
anything by it, because she's got a +2 in mundane.
For a moment there, he was like, oh my god.
Oh, no. Nari was like, what the
I can't
fuck?
believe Miss Shepherd was a fascist the whole time.
Oh no!
I know. Oh yeah, if Miss Shepherd was a fascist, Nari would not be down with that. That's like one of the few times Nari is willing to
Like,
throw hands.
flip
So-
over the desk and just, like, launch himself out the window, go on the run, meet up with Black and White, be like, you guys were right the whole time, they're crazy.
I know, yeah, like Nari would just be out of there.
Anyway, Miss Shepherd, she's like, anyway, that's just, I wanted to talk to you in private about this. I didn't want the other members to hear, rumors can spread. And like I said, there's going to be a lot of law involved. Please don't tell anyone I told you this.
You can count on me to keep my mouth shut about this. I understand discretion.
I hope the three of you have a good weekend. I hope none of this has traumatized you in any way. If it has, please come back to me. We will have some counseling sessions ready for you in the event that's important. But if not, Monday, I've got some neat missions for you. And she seems pretty happy.
Looking forward to it.
Would
Sounds good.
any of those missions have to do with the person that put up the graffiti?
I can look into that. Are you not another cleaning up, I hope. Unless that's something you enjoy.
Oh, no, never mind. I was just wondering if we would have a chance to follow up on that. I was wondering if I could get the chance to meet the person that was doing the graffiti face to face, since the person we took to the jail was unrelated.
Oh, I see. You'd like to hunt them down, is what you're hoping for.
No, not at all.
No? You see, like, we don't really have leads on who is doing graffiti.
Yeah, of course. I absolutely understand. I was just curious.
So if you'd like a mission that involves that, I can look into that and
If you could, that
see
would be lovely.
If not, I can see what else maybe along those lines. I understand you guys are eager to fight crime. That is something we normally reserve for more experienced teams. However, you guys do seem to have proven yourself really well. So I will look into giving you guys more community-based crime stopping.
If we could do any sneaking jobs, that would be great, because that's all I can do. This is a little bit meta.
Oh, just randomly off the top of my head, while we're asking follow-up questions, have you heard about Third Strike and Seeing Red since last time we talked?
Not yet. We have put the police on their trail as well. The police are looking for anyone who might be secret identities of them. I mean, we do know their identities, however, as of late, we assume they must have been going by different names and different. So, we have contacted the police of Lucky Heights. We are looking for any, security cameras on this fact, and it's only been a few days.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you again. Just if you see Bobby and Kid Nova, just Nari takes a deep breath and she goes, if they're okay, could you please notify me, or if they're not, I just want to see they're okay.
Alright, if you don't see them on the way out, I suppose I could page you.
That would be great, thank you.
Or you could try and find them if they aren't currently in medical, and if they're fine, you could probably go talk to them yourselves.
Okay. Nari's just concerned about the peoples.
So she looks up their advisors, and I believe I'm trying to remember which advisor went to which one. To make this easier, I'm gonna say their advisors are both Mr. Birch. So, if you want to go talk to one or both, we'll do one at a time, but...
Nari definitely wants to. She wants to see, she wants to check up if they're okay.
Yeah. So yeah, which one do you want to talk to first? Kid Nova or Bobby?
I feel like Nari probably wants to talk to, probably Kid Nova, because Kid Nova was the first one absorbed, so Kid Nova's,
Yeah.
freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, you find him kind of, standing in one of the halls.
Nari kind of, finds him, and she's like, hey, how are you, are you okay? I'm not talking about physically, I mean, are you okay? That was some crazy shit,
Sure gave us a scare.
That was the most horrifying thing I have ever experienced, and I think I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow.
That's fair, you do that.
I was gonna say you deserve it, that sounds like it, just, so, are you gonna be okay in the long run? I just wanna make sure, I mean, again, that was some pretty scary shit.
Yeah, I mean, being, no, what is this character's voice? Kid Nova, who are you?
Roll to pierce the mask.
I'm trying to figure out what's a unique voice that's not just chill dude.
We've met a lot of chill people.
Do a Henry voice.
Henry? Oh god. No, that's Hammy.
Oh no, it is
Yeah,
Hammy.
that's Hammy.
Surfer bro.
Oh, real quick. Lyle didn't go with you two to see the people.
Okay.
Lyle ducked out.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Lyle fought them, so it kind of makes sense.
I mean, if Lyle didn't come, then Bree was gonna stay with him because she wanted to talk to him.
Yeah, no, I wasn't planning on
We could
people
just do
coming
Nova
with Nari.
if we want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't planning on people coming with freaking Nari when I was like, hey, she wants to check up on Kid Nova and Bobby. It's a very her moment.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
So Nova's it's just being inside of Poncho's head. It was just, gosh, that was the weirdest thing. It was.
Yeah, trust me when I say I can relate on some level. Being inside other people's heads, it's surreal.
But you talk to Poncho and you're just oh hey, it's Loco or it's Pon, and it's just being a part of both of them was surreal.
Yeah, people's minds are just, it's so strange. Sorry if I'm sounding really, ominous. I'm not meaning to. It's just, it's different getting a look in other people's heads, and sometimes
you know
it's
what?
not...
I felt guilty too. I was teaming up with Bobby.
Well, it was a game. It's not... Some people get overly mad at those things. I mean, look at... How soaked is Nari still?
I mean, you're probably sloshing around in your shoes, but...
Yeah. I mean, look at me. I am completely soaked, but it's just how people deal with things. And Zodiac probably got mad and probably got a little unreasonably mad, but that happens, but I know it wasn't... It's a game. It was a game where... And it got out of hand, and then it spiraled down, but it happens, and I'm glad in the end that you are somewhat okay in some form.
No, yeah, I think I definitely deserved that.
It's just... Yeah, just take take a break, relax.
I
Maybe.
gotta
Maybe.
feel bad for Poncho, though. Man,
Yeah.
that dude's had it rough.
I'm guessing you gotta look inside. What's going on there?
I mean, that dude's been here like the longest, and I mean, none of us knew he had that power, but you gotta wonder, like, what does that even do to a person?
Yeah.
Look at what it did to me, like.
Yeah. At least it's just something you gotta take one step at a time.
Yeah. And I get it. I'm scared. You seen my powers? Of course you have.
Yeah, trust me, I saw your power. And she gives a little chuckle of, like, rubbing the back of her neck. Trust me, I got it.
Like, wouldn't want to be in Poncho's shoes when he gets that strike. Yeah.
Is Poncho gonna be getting a strike? I mean, he didn't have control. I mean, neither did you, and neither did Bobby.
That kind of one of the things you get strikes for.
That's not fair. It wasn't even his fault.
Well, you can't, if you don't control your powers, you gotta strike for it, because you put other people in danger, and it's just one of those things, but...
You hear the ghost of Lyle's voice in your head, agreeing with Kid Nova fervently.
Nari's hardcore ignoring that.
You have flashbacks to him handing you water balloons, saying you need to practice with your powers so you can learn to control them.
Nari's ignoring it. She's pushing that to the side because that's not what she's trying to do.
Yeah. Kid Nova, he pulls out his phone and he's like, I think I'm gonna call my parents.
I think that'd be a good idea. Just relax for a few days and just take it easy, okay?
Right.
Oh, and I don't think I fully introduced myself. Sorry, I just want to make sure you're okay. I'm Nari, and she extends her hand out.
Nice to meet you, Nari. Kid Nova.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your weekend and just relax.
You too. Nice job out there.
Oh, thanks.
Even if you are really, really bad at water balloon fights. Wow. Shoes.
I have never been good at sports. Please. There's only so much I can do.
He nods and then he kind of like waves his phone like, I gotta go make a call.
And she just gives a thumbs up.
So do you go on to find...
Yeah, she's gonna go find Bobby, but meanwhile we can cut to what the hell.
Yeah, let's leave it to this next scene, and then we'll do Bobby, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Lyle's doing, but like as soon as Bree saw Lyle duck out, she ducked out after him.
Oh yeah, he went into the bathroom and he's changing into his suit.
Okay. She's standing outside the bathroom waiting.
Okay, eventually, like, the door opens and he steps out and he is in the full Timberwolf regalia.
Bud.
Hey, so I wanted to apologize. I'm really sorry about what I said. I honestly didn't mean anything by it. Something that I noticed, and sometimes I just say things that I really shouldn't. I'm sorry.
Well, you shouldn't be. You should only be sorry if the things you said were hurtful. But, frankly, I'm fine. You had the wrong read on the situation.
Are you fine?
Yeah, I'm good. Maybe try and get a better read on people before you start making judgment calls on their character.
Can I take a double hit on guilty?
You are defeated and you fall unconscious.
I know. All of a sudden when Lyle said that, I was just looking to the side like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, this is just making her feel worse. Because she knows that he's not okay.
What? No, he's fine.
I'm taking insecure.
Oh, hey, same. I'm about to go clear that, though, by doing something reckless without consulting my teammates.
Bree sighs and just, okay, Lyle.
Timberwolf.
Okay. And she turns and walks out of the building.
All right. Back to Bobby and Nova?
Yeah.
Or Mirage?
Nari. Yeah.
It's like your title is the Nova, which is why
I know.
All right.
Nari probably goes, "Hey, Bobby, how are you holding up?"
Friggin' terrified, that's what.
I mean, yeah, that was scary. I'm still, and she looks down at her hands, which, she's just realizes is shaking. They're still shaking because I still have her marked down as afraid. She's still.
You guys haven't cleared those. Oh, that's what I forgot. You aren't really supposed to take off the conditions. You're supposed to clear them yourselves.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shoot, man.
Oh.
Well, we'll just do that from now on.
Yeah, from here on out.
And she's still shaking. She goes, I mean, I was scared and I wasn't even the target. I was just, not exactly, I was just trying to help and I was scared.
Yeah, no kidding. That, I always thought Poncho was weird, but man, that guy's a freak.
Hey, it's not his fault just because he has powers like that. I mean, look at us. I mean, we have telekinesis.
Yeah, telekinesis is like a normal thing. Like, how many superheroes do you know that have telekinesis? It's like 30% of them.
At least.
I mean, but people think different powers are weird, but isn't that the whole reason why this thing starts spiraling? It's when they think they're called free? You have telekinesis, which is, as you put it, pretty common, but how would you feel if suddenly everyone called you a freak?
Look, there's yeah, obviously, I'm here. I did something bad. I get it.
Thanks, Mom.
But I'm just saying, what happened out there was a mixture of things, and yeah, we didn't know Punch could do that, but it wasn't exactly like you would want to be boasting about that. If their action they're gonna get is being called a freak, I mean, he's already in here for a reason.
Look, if you're gonna put other people in danger just by being around them, maybe you should tell people about that and not bring it up in the middle of trying to kill someone.
Was that what Poncho was trying to do?
Did you see what? He went straight for Kid Nova, and then straight for me.
Yeah, but you're not dead. That's not killing you. He wasn't fully aware of his actions. We tried talking to him, and it took all of us, plus Zodiac. Which, why were you targeting Zodiac anyway?
It's a game.
Okay, there's a difference between throwing things at stuff. I mean, look at me. I'm soaked. And versus targeting a person when was she really down when you were throwing stuff?
Well, alright, yeah, maybe she tripped, but I was still in the middle of, call it a barrage, throw a bunch of water balloons all in the same direction at one person, hope some of them hit. I think Zodiac was overreacting, but
maybe.
That's not the point.
Yes, and the point is even with that overreaction, you shouldn't be blaming someone who ended up being a victim of it just like you were. You were a victim of something that terrified you and you had no control over. So was Poncho. That's all I'm saying.
People can resist Zodiac's powers. It's just an emotion.
It didn't seem like he could. talking to him, and it took a lot.
Which one of us
And-
was in Poncho's brain? Not you.
And she crosses her arms because now Nari is pretty patient, but like she's. And considering which one of us can look into people's brains, I know that sometimes there's differences and there's problems going on. So maybe you shouldn't be so quick to jump when there's other things going on, and that, emotions paired with, I don't know, having more than one person inside your mind? Oh, maybe that might be why it's having difficult. Maybe that's why he's in here.
Whatever. Look, Poncho, or Pon and Loco, or Righty and Lefty, whatever he wants to call himself. He wanted to kill me. Or maybe Zodiac wanted to kill me. Either way, I'm not having any of this.
Well, you're still here.
Didn't you go there to make them feel better?
Yeah, no, he's called Poncho a freak, and Nari was not a fan of that.
He's being a dick.
Nari was like checking up, like, hey, are you okay? And then the moment he said,
And this is Bobby, right? Kid Nova was
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Honestly, if Bree was here, he would be getting a hell lot of more shade from Bree than Nari.
Oh, no, yeah.
No, Nari has a lot of patience. It's been building up.
Lyle also agrees. Lyle was the one that was saying Bobby should get a mark. Like, Lyle would be chewing him out if he was there.
Oh yeah, now Nari's starting to agree with Lyle about Bobby. Bobby's a dick.
Don't like Bobby.
You guys have no idea how much of a dick he is.
Oh no!
Oh god. And Nari's just not having it either. She's like this sweet little...
So Nari's like, why are you still here? Bobby's like, because I'm supposed to be here. I'm forced to be here. If I don't show up every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll probably be arrested.
I mean, considering that that those that get 3 strikes aren't arrested, no, you could totally leave if you wanted to. You could just go piss off, but no, you're here for a reason, and what is that reason for you? I have my reason here, and I know other people do. What is your reason if you're gonna say that someone who's here for a reason is a freak? What is your reason? What is your reason to be here if you don't like it?
Nari.
Keep in mind, he pissed off this really sweet person. Do you know how hard it is to piss Nari off?
The ghost of Lyle reaches out for your shoulder and then just kind of pulls the hand back and walks away. He's like, oh no, this is not gonna be saved.
Bobby crosses his arms. It's like, you wouldn't even get it.
Oh no, he's that kind of bitch.
She goes, oh, really? We have the same power, and I have extra. Try me.
Oh no, Nari!
Excuse me?
Stop!
Okay, if it really comes down to it, Nari probably could. She's just not an affrontive person until you piss her off.
I'd like you to roll provoke someone.
You
Okay.
don't have anyone to back you up right now.
Oh, Superior?
Yeah.
I'm really sad you changed it from Superior, man. She was so good.
Keep in mind, if you do have any negatives on that.
I do not. I just have a plus. No, with the angry. It's,
Oh yeah, you're not guilty. You're just afraid.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
Which it's too. Yeah, no, she's not. For her. This isn't difficult. She just thinks he's a dick.
Yeah.
So let's see.
It just conditions lower your roll by 2, so I want to make sure it was.
She got an 8.
8. All right. Yeah, you're gonna gain an influence over them.
Oh, this asshole. Sorry, I'm just
You can teach them to not be an asshole.
be an asshole. I know, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So you throw this shade at Bobby, and he's like,
Oh shoot.
"All right, fine. Yeah, that's my whole point. I'm here because there are people like me."
Are you mad because you have powers?
Yes!
Bummer.
I hate it. I hate it. I wish I didn't. I would... It's just... Ugh.
And now she goes, I get not wanting the powers thing, like, imagine being 6 years old and hearing people's thoughts. I get it, but no.
I can't imagine that. No.
Yeah. 6 years old and you're hearing someone's violent thoughts because you can't control what you're listening to? I get not wanting to have the power steal, but you get that. That's what you have, and yeah, it might suck. I mean, I'm here because I couldn't control my own powers, and it sucks. I'm terrified I'm going to be hurting my teammates at any time. But that's it's not the best system. We've already established it's not the best system. I mean, if Poncho's been here that long, he's been here the longest. But it's something.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It is something.
It's better than nothing, and you're doing more damage than good. Like, it's not something you want to... If you don't want powers, yeah. I think a good majority of us that are here probably don't. Like, there are probably some who do. I know a few who like their powers. She's not naming names, but it's literally Lyle and Bree.
Really? That's the read?
Well, does Lyle not like his powers?
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just like, I, the player, like to use his powers, but like, I'm not gonna specifically say how he feels about them. But I'm interested to see that.
She knows at least
Yeah.
Bree. She knows at
Bree
least
loves
Bree
her
for
powers.
Sure. Yeah, so that's what, like, she's saying, like, she thinks Lyle, but she's not, like, but that's why she's also not naming names.
Not naming names. Bree.
It's just that you're given the lot you're given, and you kind of have to learn how to move forward.
Sounds like you don't get along with your team very well.
It's a day-by-day process.
Weirdly
We get
enough,
along with her fine. Lyle and Bree don't get along.
No, because Lyle and Nari the first day did not get along, but now they're okay. Like, no,
really funny how quickly his opinion changed.
Because she was badass in the last fight, we all know this. And she was useful, and that was his, like, it's literally, that's why she said day by day, because it's like, it's a day by day thing.
Bobby's like, man, that must suck. My team's great. You know, if you ever need to get away from your team, come hang out with us. You know, Team Lasagna, or whatever it's gonna be next time we change it.
Is Team B trying to snipe our Nova?
I don't know.
How dare they? They already have a telekinetic.
And she goes, maybe if I get annoyed at Timberwolf or something, I might just come hang out sometime. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
We'll play video games. Pierre's great at making, all the best foods.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
It was Nari, right? Nari?
Yeah, Bobby. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. If you ever want to hang out, I'll tell Pierre and Hacker Boy. They're my team members.
I'm sorry. Did you say Hacker Boy?
Hell yeah. Let me copy and paste.
Okay, how do you...
Okay, cool. I'm
Oh,
okay.
God.
Neat.
Oh.
For the audience at home,
Okay, I wasn't sure.
the A, it's all capitalized. The A in Hacker is a 4. The E is a 3, and boy is spelled with a 0 and a 1. And
it's basically Homestuck Terezi and
I'm
leet speak.
dying.
It's internet leet speak.
My ghost
Yeah.
has ascended. I'm dead.
And she's like, okay, sure. Just, maybe I've given you something to think about? And she kind of like shrugs her shoulders like, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. By the way, And he looks down at your hands, which are shaking. He's like, you know you can use telekinesis on yourself. You gonna stop that?
Life hack.
I can what now?
You know, you just kind of, and he, like, shakes his hands, and he's like, you just kind of do it.
When life
like...
gets you down, pick yourself back up. Pat yourself on the shoulder.
I mean, what else do you do when you have telekinesis? Like,
put a band-aid on your own knee. Hold your own hand.
He's like, man, like, you'd never know if I was drinking coffee or not, because I can stop those shakes from happening. It's like, it's kind of a skill at this point. Especially with Pierre. Anyway,
Okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind if I can get this telekinesis thing more under control. Well, I'll have a good weekend, Bobby.
yeah, you too, Nova. Or, sorry, Nari. I meant to say Nari. He said Nari. I said Nova.
Yeah, I know, it's just really funny.
You just remind me so much of Nova.
I need to do a thing on your... See, here's the thing. I have all of your tabs up.
Yeah, and the first thing is the beacon,
Nova,
the Nova,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
legacy. I keep doing the same thing.
Because my tabs get minimized a little bit by having so many up,
Yeah.
I am reordering all of your names so that I can see your name first.
Thank
or at
you.
least your,
Okay.
That is
your
very helpful.
superhero name.
That is...
Alright,
Okay.
Mirage, yes. Yeah, you guys part ways, and you head home. And as night falls on Lucky Heights, we see Zodiac still talking very late at night to her advisor, Mr. Halliday, and her head is hanging down, and he's looking very stern. And we see Kid Nova go home to his parents, and he runs up his front steps and gives them a very large hug and buries his face in his mother's chest.
A good boy who did nothing wrong.
And we see Bobby go back to his apartment with his roommates, and he pulls out some soda and some chips and sits down in front of his console, and he kind of pauses and looks reflective for a moment. And we see Poncho sitting outside of the community center. This small little Mexican kid with heterochromia, and he is hugging himself very tightly, and he's calming himself down, and both Loco and Ponpon are having a conversation with each other as one person. And as Poncho sits on the steps, Dreamer comes up and sits next to him and puts her hand on his back and does the same dreamy look off into the distance as they share a conversation that only the 2 or 3 of them can hear.
Hey Mark Experience audience, and welcome to the end credits. Thank you so much for listening to our show. If you want to see MXP art and laugh at the dumb jokes we make about our own show, you can find us on Tumblr at tumblr.com/blog/markexperience. If you like the music, you can buy it all at markexperience.bandcamp.com. And we also have merch at redbubble.people/mark-experience, where you can buy posters and shirts and stickers. If you want to donate so that we can create more content, you can head over to our Ko-fi account at ko-fi.com/Jamie Remy. That's spelled JAMIEREMY. That's my name. You can find this podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Stitcher, so listen wherever is easiest. Have fun browsing, and we'll see you next time.